Naomi Osaka blitzes past Coco Gauff into 2025 U.S. Open quarterfinal. Naomi Osaka played her best U.S. Open match in years to speed past number 3 seed Coco Gauff, 6-3, 6-2 on Monday. Osaka commanded proceedings from the start against the 2023 U.S. Open champion, who battled daily nerves and struggled all match to make a dent in Osaka's service games. In front of a packed and partisan Arthur Ashe Stadium Labor Day crowd, Osaka played almost flawlessly to return to her first Grand Slam quarterfinal since the 2021 Australian Open and her fifth overall. Every time Osaka has advanced to this stage at a major championship in the past, she has eventually won the title. "I was super locked in," Osaka said. "I just had so much fun out here." The four-time Grand Slam champion will meet number 11 seed Karolina Muchova of Czechia for a place in the 2025 U.S. Open semifinals. Muchova is a two-time U.S. Open semifinalist and beat number 27 Marta Kostyuk of Ukraine 6-3, 6-7-0, 6-3 to reach the last eight. "I just really wanted an opportunity to come out here and play. This is my favorite court in the world, and it means so much to me to be back here," said Osaka, who last reached the U.S. Open quarterfinals en route to the 2020 title when fans couldn't attend the tournament. "Big thank you to my team. We've kind of been through a lot, and it hasn't always been easy." The four-time Grand Slam champion was locked in immediately, winning 8 of the first 9 points against Gauff, who was trying to reach her third U.S. Open quarterfinal. As Osaka was steady from the baseline, Gauff was shaky, sailing a second-serve forehand return long to give Osaka the early break. Untimely double faults that Gauff avoided in her third-round match also crept back into her game. While serving to stay in the first set at 3-5, the American donated 2 of her 5 double faults, including on set point. She finished with 33 unforced errors and never saw a break point. "I just made way too many mistakes, way too many errors, which I feel like that's the part of my game that I felt the most confident in coming into the tournament," Gauff said. "It's disappointing. She forced me to earn every point out there today." Gauff had won bigger matches of late compared to Osaka, including the 2025 Roland Garros women's singles title. But it was the 27-year-old former world number 1 who exhibited no signs of noticing the moment. Osaka broke twice more in the second set and won all 4 of her break points for the match. On serve, she won 85%, 32/38 of her service points. And from the back of the court, she was vintage Osaka. For the match, she hit only 12 unforced errors. What it means: so is Osaka now the player to beat in the 2025 U.S. Open women's singles draw. Perhaps not quite, but she will have all eyes on her in the second week. Osaka is playing well, and most importantly, cherishing her time on court. She last reached this stage 4.5 years ago, and before giving birth to her daughter, Shai, in July 2023. "What I want to take away from this tournament is just smiling and having fun," Osaka said. "Going into this match, I just wanted to be grateful. She's one of the best players in the world. For me, honestly, I have the most fun when I play against the best players." In the electric glow of Arthur Ashe Stadium, Naomi Osaka turned a high-stakes rematch into a statement of power, poise, and purpose. This wasn't just tennis, it was narrative reborn. From the first serve, Osaka moved with uncanny purpose. Her strokes were precise, her timing flawless. She unleashed a blitz of baseline dominance that dismantled Coco Gauff's rhythm, racing past the world number 3 in a swift 6-3, 6-2 victory, reclaiming a place in the quarterfinals with a performance that was part retain, part revelation. The scoreboard told one story. The underbelly of the match told another. Gauff, whose serve had been a work in progress with biomechanical guidance from Gavin McMillan, succumbed under pressure. Each unforced error a reminder of the gap between expectation and execution. She later admitted she kind of broke down to her team post-match. A moment of raw vulnerability on one of the sport's grandest stages, it was poetic in its humanity. Opposite her, Osaka stood poised, an athlete reborn. She described her mindset simply: "I was super locked in." But beneath that clarity lay a deeper transformation. 6 years of trials, a courageous retreat from motherhood, and a painstaking ascent back into top form. The result? A dominant, commanding display that felt both lived in and evolving to their rivalry, seeded in a famous 2019 clash. cracked open again. Only this time, the tears were absent and the tone was fierce. Osaka rewrote the memory. She dismantled the younger Gauff, reminding the world of her brilliance and reminding herself of why she plays. "Tennis is like breathing air to me," she said. A simple truth born of longing, and return the embrace at the net afterward said it all. Not pity, not condescension, but respect. Osaka's words to the crowd echoed beyond the physical. "I look up to her a lot. I have all the respect in the world for her W." It was a gesture that threaded the match with dignity, camaraderie, generational unity. This victory meant more than advancing in a tournament. It was Osaka's first Grand Slam quarterfinal since her 2021 Australian Open win, a milestone marking a full-circle moment for a four-time major champion who'd taken time to heal, to grow, to rediscover joy on court. And it's worth noting, every time she's entered a Slam quarterfinal, she's gone on to win the title, a tradition still alive, still potent in this performance. Osaka wasn't just winning a match. She was reclaiming a narrative. She was saying, without words, that glory isn't linear. It's layered, hard-earned, and sometimes it comes back in bursts of brilliance. And as the crowd at Ash watched, they weren't just witnessing a match. They were witnessing a chapter in a comeback story, crisp, commanding, and carved by a champion rediscovered. I hope you enjoy this creative take on the brilliance of that match. If you'd like to explore another perspective, theme, or dive deeper into the emotional or stylistic elements, I'm all ears. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share. Till next time.